Hey, welcome back to our channel. It's Shelly
and Tom,
and today the topic of discussion, and this is all cruise related. We're going to try to do these every Wednesday. Yep. And since we're going on our cruise and people have questions, I guess we can just talk about our experiences, if it's a yay or nay. Basically, it's, you know, our opinion. So if you hear something and you want to try it out, go ahead and try it out. If you have a question, if there's something that you want to see, we are going to Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic,
St. Thomas
in March.
Forgetting that one.
So we'll be happy to, you know, try to answer it for you. But it was another topic. It was overrated excursions. Is that what it was?
Overrated activities.
Oh, activities
in the Caribbean.
So Thomas can go ahead and, you know, start off, and then we'll talk about it if we've experienced it or if not, and then go from there.
All right. Duty-free shopping in port. Now, I know a lot of us, when we go down there to the Caribbean, we're cruising, shopping is on our mind. I mean, we're always looking for that best bargain or that best deal, but is it really overrated in some of these ports? I would say yes, it is.
Go ahead,
I mean, you'll get in the coupon book, you'll get like coupons for these deals or whatever. You know, if you go to the store and give them this flyer, you're going to get this charm or this bracelet or whatever, or you get this certain amount of money off, but the quality of what you're getting may not always be, you know, what you're looking for. So I would just beware when you go shopping in some of these ports, especially if you're trying to look for that deal. If you can't find it, I would do a little bit more research. But
yeah, and then in my opinion is, yeah, it can be overrated because you can get alcohol on the ship.
Yep. And
sometimes it's cheaper because you'll get like 2 bottles of like what, Hennessy or something like that for less than what you can get out in town. What else? You know, you can go get t-shirts. So, you know, just go to a local vendor or something like that if you just want to get a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the times it's stuff that, you know, you can either find on a ship or you can probably order it online, because, you know, like they have Del Sol online, so all the stuff you can go get at Del Sol, you can get it online.
Yeah.
So overrated or no?
Oh, definitely overrated.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the next one is ship sponsored beach breaks. Overrated or no?
I would say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, unless you're trying to get like this whole beach getaway package thing, then yeah, it can be.
Yeah. Because
there's a lot of places that we've been to, like Grand Turks, where you can walk right over to like Margaritaville. There's a beach right there. Even though it's changed a lot. You know, they have the beach in Nassau. There's a lot of beaches wherever you go. There's free beaches. I mean, it may be a walk away, but you know, instead of having the ship take you there, you know, unless, you know, you're worried that you're going to get left behind, you know, just, you can ask around, join a group, and they can tell you, you know, where the beaches are. So, overrated or no?
Yes.
Okay. So that means we don't have to go to Mr. Sancho's.
But no, because I like Mr. Sancho. See, there's some that I think are the exception. For the most part, they are overrated. But it also depends, I think, on what you're looking for. If you're looking for that all-inclusive, you know, unlimited drinks, the food's included, you don't have to pay for the, you know, for the water equipment and the gear and stuff, then I would say yeah. But, you know, what was that one we went to in Aruba? where you had to pay for the umbrella and the chairs and
I can't remember that beach. And that beach, if the beach was free, but
nothing on the beach. You had to pay $1 to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and yeah.
So those, no.
That wasn't a good experience.
No.
And the chairs, is, yeah.
God, you should watch that video.
But the next one is Segway Tours. We had a good time.
Yes,
at least I had a good time. I still got the scar,
Gotta watch the video.
But you don't see me falling.
No.
But yeah, we had a good time on the Segway Tour. Now, and then Kayla, she wiped out, a couple of times too. But we did it in Aruba, and we didn't do it like in a touristy area. Well, we went past that beach, whatever that beach was called. And then we went up the hill to that lighthouse in Aruba. To me, it was that was worth it. Now, if you go to someplace like DC, I'm not getting on no Segway in DC. Because there's nowhere to ride. If you ride on the sidewalk or ride in traffic, that's too much.
So this is another one. I guess it depends on where you're going. As far as whether this is overrated or not. To us, the experience that we've had definitely wasn't overrated. I think, like Shelly said, it was good. It was very scenic. There wasn't really any traffic except for passing that beach, going down that main strip. But
yeah, I mean the roads were wide enough where they shared the road. And we had, I think, a police escort that he was like a little ways ahead sometimes, and we even got back to the ship late that,
oh yeah, we sure did.
Because if you do the Segway Tour in Aruba, which has the segways, the beach, and snorkeling, try to be do the segways last. Or was it, we did the segways last. In the last group, because they put you in groups. They'll have like people go to the beach, then people go do the segways. Try to be the last group to do segways, because they take you to one place and then they drop you off to get the segways, and then you ride up, and then you have to take the segways back to where they storm. So the first group of people in our group, they were the ones, they picked up the segways at one point and then dropped them like midway in. Like they did do the lighthouse, but then they had to drop them back off. We did from like A, B, C, back to B, and then back to A. So we did a long tour, and we were on the sand. We had a pretty good time. So Segway Tour, depends on where you're at.
For us, not overrated.
Not overrated.
The next one is hair braiding. I'll let you talk about the hair braiding.
Hair braiding can be, like with Kayla, and I know y'all have seen Kayla in these pictures, that can be, we try to get her hair braided before we left. She had French braids, but then you don't want to spend a lot of time in the heat getting your hair braided. So when we went to Aruba, she had her hair cornrowed halfway, and then she had the rest up in a bun. But yeah, we're not going to sit there like when you go to, was it Freeport or Nassau? One of those. I think it's I think it's Nassau. When you go there, they have everybody around doing the hair braiding. You don't want to sit there all that time and get your hair braided. Now, I'm pretty sure there's people, well, I guess they're on break vacation, but yeah, it is overrated, unless you have the time, and when we went to Dominican, the lady was like,
oh yeah, I remember that.
For 2 French braids, because Kayla wanted to have hair added into hers, it was supposed to be like 2 hours. It doesn't take 2 hours to do French braids. So, the 2 braids.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's overrated. But yeah, hair braiding, if you want to sit there, if that's your means, then by all means go ahead and go for it. But yeah, that is overrated. Or if you want to go get like 1 or 2 braids, or something. You know how those girls wear like 1 or 2 braids in their hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't gonna do a whole head of hair because that takes a minute.
I remember that time Kayla got hers done in, was it Barbados?
Yeah. That wasn't that we had time to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like I said, she only had to have the front up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she didn't have the whole thing.
All right. Next one is straw markets. Now, if you're not really sure, straw markets are those little shops that sell the little knickknacks, and you know, they have all the t-shirts and the bags and everything hanging, and it's like some places that you go, there's like whole rows of these straw markets. They're just, you know, and they're like, oh, you come, you know, and they just entice you to come look and see what they have to offer. They're everywhere. I mean,
yeah,
they're all, you know, you'll meet some nice people and you'll come across some nice little trinkets or whatever, but definitely overrated. I mean, the stuff is everywhere. The only reason that you're really going to the straw markets is maybe to bargain with them. This guy may have his t-shirts for a certain price, but if you say, oh no, because I thought, you know, they're easy to bargain with, but they all seem to have the same stuff, so it's,
yeah. So unless you know, plan on coming home with a bunch of little trinkets that are stored in the cabinet, just save it, go do a excursion. If you want to get a t-shirt, that's a different story, because you can get like 3 for $10 or something like that. But straw markets,
definitely overrated.
Okay, getting drunk at Senior Frogs or Margaritaville or any of these other places, overrated. It can be, because instead of you going out in town, like we went to Belize, we went out in town, remember? Yeah. And I mean, even though it was on a excursion, we did go out in town, and and we got to drink at that one place. Yeah. So,
that places like that is fine, but places like Freeport,
they have stuff you can do at Freeport. We just haven't gone out there.
Oh well, Senior Frogs is right there. I mean, it's,
yeah, that's a trap.
Eye-shot view.
Yeah, if you want to just, a lot of people don't think you can do stuff in Freeport, but you can. But so maybe one day we'll book an excursion if we go to Freeport. Oh, we're going to Freeport next year. Yeah, when we do the Cuba one.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll do something and try to find something to do at other than Senior Frogs. So. Yeah. So getting drunk at Senior Frogs, overrated. It's not really overrated if you want to just drink and have a good time with the people off the ship. And
oh yeah, we did have our cruise friends with us too.
Yeah. So it's a yay. It's a kind of a yay, or I don't know. It's
in between.
Yeah.
The next one is parasailing. Now, we did a parasailing excursion when we were in St. Thomas, and we loved it. I've never been, I don't think any of us have been that high in any type of a parachute, or so it was exciting for us. So it's kind of hard for us to say whether it's overrated or not. For us, I don't think it's overrated, because what we were expecting out of this excursion and what we paid for, we definitely, it paid for itself. So I mean, the memories.
Yeah, we read the description. Some people were like, they weren't up in the air long enough, so we didn't expect to be up in the air. Don't go do the parasailing thinking you're going to be up in the air for like 30 minutes. It's like, what, about 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Yeah. And the time that you have, or the good time that you have, is probably dependent on who's on the boat with you. Because we had, like, remember the younger kids that were there? Not like Bubba's and them age younger.
Yeah, like Andy's age.
Yeah, we had some younger, like, college kids, and everybody was cheering everybody on, and it was Bubba's and them first time going, well, ours too, but they were kind of scared to go up that high. And I mean, we had a good time. It was quick. I think it could have been an hour at the most, the whole excursion, or an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Because they take you out, and then I think Bubba went twice, or you went twice?
No, Bubba went because he went with Andy, and then he went with me.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, he went with you. He went with you, and then went with Andy.
No, I thought he went with you. He went with you because they tried to splash.
Yeah, they needed an extra rider because there was an odd number of passengers.
Yeah, they went tandem, and it was. I mean, we had fun, and I think it was 5 of us, so my son got to ride twice. But it's a good experience. It's really not overrated unless you go in there expecting to be like hang gliding or parasailing, like dropping from however many feet.
Extreme sports kind of thing.
Yeah, it's, or out there for, a long period of time. So, overrated or not? For us, it was not.
No, nothing.
But yeah, parasailing, yeah.
I'll let you do the last one.
The last one is the glass bottom boat. We did it once, and it was cloudy. You could see some stuff. You could see some fish. You could see a turtle. I don't know if it was real or not.
Was that a turtle?
You could see stuff when it was close up to the sub, but it was crowded in there. It was hot.
Yes.
It was an experience because you go in a sub, but yeah, it was cloudy. It was a nice sunny day, but it was cloudy. And they said that's why they think that it's overrated because of that. Yeah. And I agree with that. Unless I go again and it's not cloudy, then I can change my opinion.
Yeah. I think we get to see more when we go on these these scuba.
When you snorkel, you see a lot more. Because when we went to Nassau, we went out by close to that lighthouse.
Oh yeah, all those fish out there.
Yeah, there was a lot of fish. I think one of them got my Fitbit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. So the glass bottom boat, unless you're like really close up and you're away from the engine or the propellers, then it can be overrated.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yup.
Yep, that was it.
That's it. That was a quick one too. So, if you're a cruiser, new to cruising, like I said, this was our opinion based on our experience with some of these places or things that we did in excursions, and try them out. Because once you get hooked on cruising,
15 cruises later.
Yeah, you just need to try different stuff.
Yeah. And
judge for yourself.
And make sure before you book an excursion or you plan on doing some shopping, just do a little research. Just kind of read up on it. Carnival does a really good job at giving you a breakdown of what the excursion's about, and read some of the comments that people leave as well. There's a lot of comments on there, and there's a lot of information that you find in those comments that may not be in the description. So just pay attention to that, but have fun and be smart and enjoy it.
Yep.
I think that's it, huh?
Yep, that's it.
Right.
So happy cruising, and see you when we see y'all. Peace.
Go Yankees.